I understand you've slain the beast.
Slain the beast. What?
Activision?
You're talking about? I have killed nobody. I hired some people. Mostly I just worry about the game. I have lawyers who worry about all that stuff. So I hear everything's good.
That's nice. You wash your hands of all the...
Yeah, it sounds like a hired hit or something, but really we just we try and surround ourselves with people who will handle these things for us. So we just have to worry about Brutal Legend and tuning it and getting it finished. It's just about done.
You're just about done? Like, what's left to do?
Hopefully nothing. Yeah, we're just hopefully just sit there and play it. And we've been tuning it for the last little while, making sure all the bugs are out of it, and mostly it's just about done.
So you announced a demo yesterday. What will that entail?
The demo is the first little bit of the game that shows off all the main features about the axe and your guitar Clementine and your hot rod car that you build, and lets you explore the beginnings of the Age of Metal. It's the intro to the game. It comes out September 17th, and it's on Xbox and PlayStation.
So a full month before the games come?
Yeah. September, October, yes. I was trying to think of something that sounds like Rocktober, but for September, but I can't.
October starts early.
Exactly.
So you mentioned the main features of the game. How would you describe, like, you talked about the 3 main weapons of the game. Like, can you give a little personal description of that?
Yeah, it's all about battling through a heavy metal world, and to do that you have your axe, which is called the Separator, which is this ancient medieval double-sided broad axe that has a story of its own that Eddie just finds laying around. But he turns out to be really, really good at axe combat, and so he that gives the player a basic set of combos that they can use in combat, but it gets deeper as you play the game. You can unlock new combos. You can combine that attack with your guitar attacks, because the guitar is like a ranged weapon that adds to the melee of the axe. The guitar can summon lightning down from the sky. It can shoot off pyrotechnics, and they're like rock show effects. But here in the Age of Metal, they all do actual damage. So you can mix up the guitar and the axe together to attack short and far away enemies, and do things like pop your enemy up into the air on pyrotechnics and then hit them with the axe, and you can unlock new combos and new guitar strings for your axe as well. And then on top of that, the third main weapon is your car. You build this car that you can upgrade with weapons. You can put a machine gun on it, and landmines, and a heat-seeking missile on it. So those are the 3 primary weapons in Brutal Legend.
And then, of course, we have the double team thing where you can team up with different characters. Could you tell us about your favorite double team in the game?
Well, every character has this double team attack that you can do, where you can, if they're on your team, go up to it and interact with that character or vehicle or whatever it is. We have the character called the Rat Gut, who's a guy whose belly is full of rats, and he barfs the rats up on the battlefield, and they go out and they eat their enemies, right? But you can actually jump inside of his stomach and then come out and you can be the swarm of rats, and then you're like a swarm of rats on the battlefield, and you can jump on your enemies and bite them. It's something really satisfying about being a swarm of rats.
That sounds...
It didn't come true.
So, what would you say, like, how does that work when you play something differently? Does Eddie just hang around, or does he get transformed, or...?
It depends. Like, Ophelia is the character that can do the double team attack with the Rat Gut, for example, and she has the power of this kind of the sea of black tears flows through her, so she has a lot of liquid-based attacks, and she can change form like that. So she can actually she can do things like get buried in solid earth and then swim around underground in this like puddle of black tears, and so she has a lot more flexibility than you or I do.
So you announced the soundtrack recently. Could you tell us some of your favorite songs on there, and how much work was it to get all that license?
Yeah, we're really happy with the soundtrack, because a lot of my favorite songs are on there, like a lot of the great old like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest and Motorhead, and not just the normal songs that you hear all the time, but some of the lesser known songs by those guys that are favorites of mine. We've gotten them in there, and then also some 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 black metal, some industrial metal, some hair metal, just like all the different genres, because all those different types of metal have a place in the game. There's like an area in the game where that kind of music is popular, and so we wanted to cover all the bases with that, and just really happy with the diversity of the bands, and just it's a great soundtrack in the game. You can just drive around listening to it, and it's a lot of fun.
And of course, there might be someone who likes to listen to hair metal on their radio all the time.
Yeah, you can set it up. You can pick which songs play and which songs don't play. And if you like, I want all hair metal, it's really easy to just turn that on and play it all the time. Or you can say, I don't want any hair metal, and make that happen.
Was there like one artist that you couldn't get that you wanted to get on the soundtrack?
Everyone asked me that. I think they just want to just no, yes, maybe.
Or sensationalist.
Yeah, exactly. There was this one artist, and they're total jerks. We were surprised how, once we got a few of the major ones, like once we got, having Jack Black involved in the project and then getting Ozzy involved, it started this snowball where people could see that the game was going to be, a real, it would be like the heavy metal game. It would be like the game that's about this music, and a kind of definitive statement about that, about the world of metal. So I think people were more willing to be a part of it.
And now you're almost done. You just had to talk to the press one final time about the game.
Yeah, well, no, I'm never going to stop talking about it. I like the game a lot. I'm going to keep talking about it, even after it's out.
So what's on the horizon next for you?
I'm just going to keep talking about Brütal Legend. That's all I'm going to do. That's going to be my job from now on.
There we go. Thank you very much for your time.
Nice talking to you.